For young girls, and for women, but young girls especially, it is so important to have someone who you can be 100% authentically yourself with, without fear of being judged. Because I think as women, we are constantly under the microscope. We are constantly being scrutinized and judged and picked apart and managed by everyone around us. And, I think it's important that we have someone who we don't have to worry about that with, where we can just kind of, take off the weight of, what is she wearing? What is she saying? How is she standing? What is she eating? What is she wearing? Too much makeup? Is she wearing too little makeup? Is she, too ladylike? Is she, too crass, which is something I deal with a lot. It's draining and exhausting to kind of have to be, under the microscope all the time. So for young girls, I think it's especially important growing up with people they feel that they are not being judged around, because that will kind of help them, I think, break out of that mold of being highly scrutinized all the time. And then as they get older, I think perhaps maybe they'll care less about what everybody else thinks. I know it's kind of like cheesy to say, but like the woman who stuck up the most for me was my mother. When I was going through transitioning and I was trying to work with my school and get, access to the girls' bathroom back, no one was going to listen to me because I was a 10-year-old. So I had my mom really advocating for me and making sure that my best interests were being heard. And when I first came out to my parents even, she really advocated for me because my dad really didn't want me to transition. But she saw, what living as a boy was doing to me. And so she really stood up for me and she said, you get to be who you need to be. And so she has been fighting for me and fighting for who I am from the start. And so she's really kind of inspired me to be that kind of gladiator for someone, fight for someone. And that's kind of what's inspired me to stand up and use this platform that I've been given for my community, because even if there are issues that aren't necessarily going to affect me, there are issues that affect my community and folks who don't have those same kind of privileges. Privilege being upper class, white, on TV. So she's set an example for me to use that privilege and use that opportunity to fight for somebody, because I really don't want to disappoint my mom. Women run the world because we're fed up of this bullshit.